Hello, dear students. I'm here in the Studios Educational app, or SIA app, or SEA app, as you call it. And I have prepared this tutorial to show you and to explain to you how to do the homework. Okay? So I will be explaining last Friday's homework. So as you read in the Moodle platform, the instruction says that you had to go to the American Online workbook, which is just here. So you need to hit on it, and then we are going to go right away to Unit 3, People, page 9. Okay? So this is the last activity. With these activities, we finish Unit 3. So that's why the homework is to work on exercises 1 to 5. And these exercises are to self-check, okay? To self-check your learning. So in exercise 1, it says complete the sentences with the verbs in parentheses, right? So what you need to do is first read the question and analyze. So what we've been looking at in Unit 3, we've been looking at the conditional tense, the first conditional, and the second conditional. And we also looked at comparative adjectives, right? So in exercise 1, it says, if I worked in entertainment, I would be a singer, right? So I have an if clause. And how do you identify whether the sentence needs to be written in the first conditional tense or in the second conditional tense? It's very easy to identify the difference, because to identify first conditional sentence with a second conditional sentence, you need to remember, you need to recall when we use both of them, right? So just to help you recall, we use the first conditional tense when we want to talk about things that are real, things that are likely to happen, things that are probable to happen. And we use the second conditional tense for the opposite, right? We use the second conditional tense for imaginary situations, for hypothetical situations, for things that are unlikely to happen, right? So here in this one, for example, if I worked in entertainment, that is something that I wish I could do, right? I would be a singer because I am not working in the entertainment field and I would like to be a singer. So it's something that it's not real. It's not probable to happen. It's not likely to happen. In exercise number 2, if I became famous, I would live in the United States. The second conditional, past tense and would. Number 3, if I lost my wallet, I would go to the police. If I had a lot of money, because I don't have a lot of money now, okay? It's something that I would like to have. It's an imaginary situation, it's not real. If I had a lot of money, I would give half of it to the charity. Number 5, if I needed help, I would ask my friends first, right? So all these sentences are in the second conditional tense. Number 2, complete the questions. Use the verbs in parentheses. Again, we're still looking at the second conditional, right? If you were Richie, what would you do? Remember, if I have an if clause and I have the past tense here where you have to use would, right? Because that's the grammar structure. That's the grammar rule for the second conditional. If you were Richie, will you hit Joe? If you were Richie, were you angry with Sue? Will you be angry with Sue? Sorry. Here is the verb. Number 4, if you were Richie, would you cry? If you were Richie, would you go? Will you go home? Will you stay there? Will you talk to Sue? What will you do if you were Richie? Right? Number 3, complete the names of these jobs. Very easy. Singer, politician, director, teacher, doctor, scientist, I'm going to zoom it a little bit for you to see. Engineer, artist, driver, model, writer, and farmer. So once you complete the names of these jobs, right, you need to move on to exercise 4. Compare Alan and John. Use the words, but use the adjectives. Thin, tall, strong, big, dark, blonde are adjectives, right? What is an adjective? An adjective is a word that describes the noun. Here we have Alan and we have John, and we need to compare them. We're going to describe them, right, by using adjectives. Comparative adjective. There are some rules that we need to apply in order to make these adjectives comparative adjectives. Right? Like for example, add er to most common adjectives. Change y to I for adjectives that ends in "-yd". For example, remember we learned all those rules, so you need to apply to adjectives in order to change them into comparative adjectives. Thin will be thinner. Tall will be taller. Strong will be stronger. Big will be bigger. Remember that for adjectives that ends in in vowel and consonants and has just one syllable sound, we need to double the last consonant, right? B-I-G-G-E-R. Darker, longer. So now we're going to compare them. In number 1, look at number 1. Here's number 1. It's pointing out to Alan's body, right? So Alan is thinner than John. In number 2, it's pointing out to how tall is Alan. So Alan is taller than John. Yes, it's taller. How about number 3? It's pointing to John's shoulders, right? So John's shoulders So here in number 3, John's shoulders are stronger than Alan's shoulders. So remember you need to use are because we are talking about shoulders. And you and I and everyone has 2 shoulders, right? Number 4, let's have a look at number 4 very quick. Feet. Look at Alan's feet. Are they bigger than John's? Yes, they are. So Alan's feet are, because you and I have 2 feet, are bigger than, sorry about that, John's feet. And number 5, John's hair is darker than Alan's hair. It's darker, you see? And then for number 6, it's also pointing out to the hair. So Alan's hair is longer than John's hair. Alan's hair it's longer than John's hair. And that's it for comparative. Label these things. Number 1, body parts. Waist, feet. Number 3, look at number 3. Shoulders. Shoulders. Number 4, knee. Yes? Or it can also be pointing to, I don't know, shorts. Shorts. And then we have number 5, which is pointing out to a pair of sports shoes. Right? Shorts here. So that's it for Friday's homework. Please, if you have any question, if you don't understand something, please feel free to text me, feel free to call me on Hangouts. I want you to know that I am here to help you, okay? I can explain it to you, I can call you and explain, or I can make a tutorial for you too, right? So please check out the homework and don't forget to take a picture of it and send it to me by Hangouts. Bye everyone, I hope this helped. Don't forget to take care of yourself.